You are welcome to the Lord TV, your number one fantastic reality TV that gives you all that it takes to be enlightened on trending news such as politics, entertainment, sports, and what have you. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as already subscribed. So please don't forget to drop your comments anytime I drop new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Viewers, today's news reads, Nnamdi Kanu included Naija Delta into his Biafra map because of excess crude oil in the region. The news in details. Statement released by Jonathan years back during his lecture in Texas, United States of America. He revealed that Naija Delta will not be treated well by the Igbos if they join them in Biafra. Recent map released by Nnamdi Kanu shows that he is planning to go with all the states in Naija Delta. There are alleged reports that federal government told him to only take the 5 southeast states, but he refused. The Igbos and Naija Deltas do not have certain things in common. They don't speak the language. They don't wear same mode of addressing and many more. I have spoken with some Naija Deltas and lived with them for years. They don't want to be part of the Biafran Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. Nnamdi Kanu has vowed never to go without the inclusion of Naija Delta. But the question is, does Naija Delta actually want to be part of the Biafran? Well, we will find out in the comment section. When I use the term Naija Delta, I am referring to the region covering Delta, Edo, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. However, I understand that the region also covers Ondo, Imo, and Abia State. I am not concerned with the latter because they are either Igbos or Yorubas and have their own struggles. The ethnic groups within my coverage include Uhobo, Isoko, Benin, Esan, Isekiri, Ijo Epia, Ogbia, Ogoni, Afamai, Efik Enang, Eket, Oron Ibibio, Ogoja Ejagbam, and other groups in Cross Rivers North. Ikwere, Ukwani, Ika, Anyocha, Ogba, and other Igboid groups are not included. Historically, Biafran covers all the Naija Delta states except Delta and Ondo State. This fact must be emphasized. Pro-Biafrans and Nnamdi Kanu followers are welcome to debate and address my issues in a civil manner. 1. Biafran may not be better for Naija Deltans because Naija Deltans may end up living one form of subjugation for another. The argument Igbos have made for their freedom is the desire to be free from Hausa Yoruba domination. That argument also applies to the average Naija Delta. Igbo, no doubt, will be the major ethnic group if Biafran is actualized. Ijos may have a stake due to their numbers. What about the Ogonis, Uhobo, Isoko, Isekiri, Efik, etc.? Where will they fit in at the national level? The sad reality is that another Nigeria will just be made manifest, and resentment will build up. What will really be the fate of minorities? Will they fare better in Biafra or alone? In Nigeria, big groups such as Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo checkmate each other's excesses very well. We will checkmate that of Igbos in the new nation. 2. Where will the capital be located? If we are to follow the notion of central location, the capital of Biafra won't be Enugu, but around Umuahia, Ikot-Ekpene axis. Will Igbos allow their capital to be sited in a non-Igbo location? This is a very salient issue because you don't expect the Reverend Naija Delta in Twom, for instance, to journey all the way to Enugu to see their president. It has to be a location where all Biafrans can access easily. Enugu won't go. Thirdly, the issue of annexation comes to play. For so long, Biafran have annexed Niger Delta as part of the proposed nation. The map below shows us what Biafrans have drawn to constitute the new nation. If we judge from this map, it means all groups in the Niger Delta have been annexed. My question is whether the leaders of these groups have been consulted before the annexation was done. I, for one, know that Uhobo, Isoko and Efik Ibibio leaders have not approved of Biafran, neither have anybody in this region declared Biafra. So how and why were they included in the proposed map? Little things like this bring distrust, and I understand that many of these non-Igbo regions have disowned the map and pledged allegiance to Nigeria. The declaration by the Niger Delta State government is a case in point. I see this as forceful annexation. The so-called Biafra have also not done much in calming the nerves of the people of the annexed region. Have seen comments such as, "If you don't like it, go and stay in Sokoto. All land in the south is Biafran land," etc. Is it not ironic that a group of people who want freedom want to annex others? What languages will be made the official language of the new nation? I have seen several posts by Biafrans where Igbos was proposed as the official language of the new republic. What then will happen to other languages such as Urobo, Isoko, Okpe, Efik, Ibibio, Oron, Ogoni, Eleme, Okrika, Kalabari, Bini, Esan, etc.? Will they die off because of Igbo? Certainly not. If English is made the official language, the Igbo majority factor will kick in. If your name isn't Chukwuemeka or Olise, Amarachi or Nneka, etc., you won't get any appointment, nor shall you be recognized. These are things we can't deny. We are very ethnocentric in Africa. What have Igbo nation done for Niger Deltans to gain their trust? Every day I see Igbo youths making enemies where they were known. They constantly use the agency of the internet to sprout controversy, hurl insults at dissenters, and make unfounded claims. There is this general air of mistrust for Igbo by some Niger Deltas, particularly by Urobo, Isoko, and Bini people. What have Igbos done to checkmate this? Has any Igbo leader or group extended the hand of friendship to the Niger Deltans? Mistrust cannot be wished away. Most Niger Deltans would rather follow Hausas as slaves than follow Igbos as kings. This is the real reality, and truthfully, Igbos cause this. Sixth, who will lead the new nation? Obviously, Nnamdi Kanu, their hero, has fought tooth and nail for Biafra, and he is currently cooling off in jail. If Biafra comes today, who will be the interim leader, and what modalities are in place for subsequent leaders to be elected? Igbos have been the only one fighting for Biafra since time immemorial, with a handful of other groups here and there. Will Igbos allow other groups to rule over them? Will they allow an Urobo man to be president, for instance? This is not a case of mere wishing. We have to understand that Niger Delta group may never be allowed to rule Biafra if it is actualized. Seventh, still on the issue of leadership, Are the nation leaders go to fall from the skies, or they are simply going to change addresses from Abuja to Enugu? If so, what will change in a new nation? If so, I will say it is not arguable that Igbo national leaders are the most corrupt persons in Nigeria. If the same people are the ones to rule the new nation, then there is no hope, because corruption will be so rife that the economy of the new nation will shut down like a knocked engine. If we argue that new and young leaders will arise, we will have the issue of who fought for Biafra to contend with. Most pro-Biafrans will not allow someone who sat at the periphery of the struggle to just come and wield power away from the heroes of Biafra. If this is true, then we will not have a proper democracy in Biafra. 8. Will Biafra be a utopia? The impression that Biafran gives is that Biafran will be perfect, and we all know for a fact that this is not true. Apart from the issue of corruption and sentimentalism that have been addressed, we still have the issue of development. Where will money be generated from to develop the nation? In the whole of the proposed Biafra, only Port Harcourt and Onitsha are economically viable cities. Where will the investors come from? Why should they invest in a volatile country? Only in Warri. We have Ijo, Isekiri, and Uhobo at loggerheads. Imagine what would happen to the whole nation. Secondly, I am sure that no Naija Deltans will allow this oil to be used to develop Enugu like what happened with Abuja, and is still happening today. Naija Deltans are getting wiser, and by the time the new nation is formed, matters that border on oil, wealth distribution, and infrastructural development will be raised. Ninth, the current structure of the proposed nation, as shown in the map earlier, embedded favor Igbo with more status. Ihobo has 1, Efik Ibibio has 2, Ishekiri has none, etc. How will this be addressed? Certainly, every ethnic nationality will want adequate representation, and so the structure on that map will never work. 10. Lastly, but not the least, is the issue of referendum. Some Biafrans are already calling for a referendum, which will involve all parts of the proposed nation. I am pretty sure how this referendum will turn out. However, for the sake of being hypothetical, let us imagine that some ethnic groups or states vote against Biafra by the majority. What will be their fate at the end of the day? Secondly, will the result of such a referendum be true and honest? I understand that electoral malpractice forms a part of our identity. How are we going to get a true reflection of people's thoughts? Thirdly, if states and ethnic groups do decide to vote for Biafra, what mechanisms are in place to contain Igbophobia, Igbomania, Igbocentrism, Igbo hegemony, land grabbing, and all issues that minorities have raised? Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, as you have heard, this is a well-loaded lines that need to have a very deep thoughts about. It's not something we need to rush into. Yes, I know that these are facts, that needs to be attended to. These are facts that needs to be observed before embarking on this actualization. But I want to let us know something. Before the pursuit and before the decision of Nnamdi Kanu including Naija Delta in the Biafra map, I think, in fact, I know that provision for all of this that has just been listed has been made. And I fully know that what will come in why Biafran is actualized is dialogue. You see, it is better to do things with people that you are more close to than people you are not close to, not even a bit. The Naija Delta, I will say, without missing words, are 10% close to the Igbos than to the West. So it will be better that the Naija Delta do things in common with the Igbos than the West. Mind you, some parts of the Naija Delta have the same language or a close language with the Igbos. Let me take you to the parts of Oshomili South. That is the Asaba. They have this closeness with the Igbos in terms of language. They speak languages that are very much in common, that has a close relationship with the Igbos. The Asaba people hears some parts, let me say 80% parts of the Igbo language, and still the same Igbos still hear 80% parts of the Asaba people. So you can see that the closeness is even more than the South, than the West. So I think everything will come to play, or will come to normal by the time this is achieved. It's all about dialogue, as I said, and it will be more understanding. It will be very easy to understand each other. Why discussing about all of these that have just been listed than understandings gotten with the Western people. So please, I don't want us to flog so much on this. I will still say that the pursuit for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra should be achieved first. Then we'll know how to cross the next bridge. So I don't know what your own comments may be, but whatsoever is going to be, pick these things in lines, analyze them, give them a deep thought, and come up with an opinion. Don't forget to leave your comments behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to receive more updates. Thank you.